Okay.
Here the design part. We have discussed design of the coil. Before that, my friend discussed we have design or circuit, design and manufacture and then implement. So for the design part, we'll try to print the low resistance coil with gold ink that has less resistance. There are different kinds of ink, but we have used low resistance. If we use new ink, then its resistance is high. But we have to purpose to resistance have to low. So that's why we use older ink. And some specification that we have made for this coil that has standard tag. That standard tag is by Nordic AB tag that we have used. So this tag has some specification that as I already in next slide I will mention. So next part, at higher point voltage is 40 volt and 3 layers. What is this? Higher printing voltage. When we printing, we have to increase voltage. Due to this voltage, the printing ink which will become from the diametric printer from the nozzle, it will be higher because we need thicker ink for printing. Then heat up for 150 centigrade for 30 minutes. Why we heat this? Because we have to stick our ink. That's why we have to because the ink is not some particles. It's not conjected, not connect very well. Then so we will heat, and it will some parts which are not connected will connect, and other will be stick. The program with current 1 ampere and resistance come to about 30 ohm. During this we get resistance 130 ohm. These are talking about before in the previous slide. These are the inductance in the standard tag is 3.5 microhenry, turns is 9.5, and spacing between is 0.5, and resonant frequency is 8.2, and width, radius, and inner diameter and outer diameter. These are the tests which we are done on our aluminum foil and also on PCB. These are test one. According we have take standard which we already mentioned. Then we have number of turns, spacing, etc. Then we have take 5 different tests. Which the test 5, which is this one. The value is 9.5. This is the spacing, width, radius, inner diameter, outer diameter. We have done some other tests, but we take our final test which we have done. But our some other tests we have mentioned on the blog. But here we have some the final result we will show. This is the capacitor resistance coil. My friend will already discuss about how this capacitor works. This is aluminum foil. We will discuss next slide. So next step is before designing. First we design. Now the second step is manufacturing. How to? For this we have need etching. What is etching? Etching is the process of using acids, base, and like that chemicals. We have to remove some unwanted particles on our surface. We have to remove by this kind. This is our picture. We show that we have etched our aluminum foil. Though etching on PCB boards, we have main task is we have to etch on aluminum foil. Our supervisor asked to take some interesting step, that is asked to paint on PCB. When we have paint PCB, then we think it will some physically work. So we have take on PCB. So in PCB, this is not our final PCB. Just as a sample we have mentioned here. So in PCB, made design express PCB for this coil, we have used software express PCB and take a print on the transparency sheet. This is the simple etching steps. By neon light, we take image on the PCB board. Each the design and printing room by the given recipe. The recipe is mentioned. The recipe is simple, which is the parts which are not required are. This is our coil which we want is printed, otherwise its meaning will be unknown. And resistance which we got is 20 ohm, 2 ohms, and inductance will be this 3.9 microhenry. Etching, one previous etching is PCB board, now each for aluminum foil. Design is same which we have made on PCB. So same design we have implement on the aluminum foil, made given express same software which we have used. because design is same, so software is also same. Use the photoresistors on the aluminum foil. Thickness is 30 micron. This is our thickness of aluminum foil which we have used. This is before we discussed in standard tag, the thickness is 60. Here the thickness is 30 micron, and on 70 degree for 20 minutes. When we have designed, then we have print on some spray photoresist material and then stick for photoresist on this. We have heat on 70 degrees. Then this will be stuck down. This is an etching step process. And by using neon lights, we take image on the aluminum foil. And this is our aluminum foil where we have 8. This is our 8 result. By using this recipe, this is recipe 1 we have used. We have taken different recipes. This is the recipe 1, where we use copper sulfate and sodium chloride, distilled water, and final thing is which we have to concern is the result. When we have age, what we think we get. When we age this